I'm going to address the elephant in the room. My recent content has been irritating actually a lot of technicians in the automotive industry. Unfortunately, I have to inform you that this post might have a similar effect, but please watch the whole thing because I'm truly in your corner. I want to talk about ego in the automotive industry. And I'm going to tie this and prove to you that leadership is the problem in this industry. The first thing we have to do is be totally honest with ourselves. Have you ever met a technician who had an inflated ego? Now, listen, if you're watching this video, I'm not looking at you and saying you have an inflated ego. I don't actually know you personally enough to say that. The point is, we've all met technicians that have an egotistical behavior in the workplace. You know, those prima donna technicians, the ones that, their you-know-what doesn't stink, all that kind of stuff. They're also the ones typically in the comment sections of most social media posts talking about how they're perfect, they never have comebacks, they can run the shop better than management could run the shop, they deserve 50% of the labor rate, all that stuff. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Chris, how in the world are you going to tie this to leadership? Well, when you have poor leadership, individual egos tend to spike. The reason why individual egos tend to spike is because everybody starts looking out for just themselves. How many people have worked in an automotive shop where it feels like everybody's just trying to get their own paycheck and they don't care about anyone else on the service team? We actually have data that supports that most technicians feel that teamwork's not even important in the shop. It's all about their flat rate. For service advisors, it's all about that commission. It's individual performance based and they don't care about the performance of the team. That is inherently a leadership problem. The reason is because if you have a leader who's in place delivering the intent, the why, the mission, the service team goal, not individual, team goal, all of a sudden everybody's egos go from individual, I care about me, to a team-based ego. Did you know that ego is not actually a bad thing? It only comes in bad formats. Meaning if it's individual ego, we tend to butt heads because our egos are competing with each other. But when you look at, like, say, a very good sports team, somebody that just won the Super Bowl, for example, they have ego, but they don't have individual ego. You don't see people saying about, oh, I threw this pass and I caught this ball. It's all about we got a touchdown, we got a field goal, we won the Super Bowl. It's all about the team, and there is ego in that, but it's team-based ego towards a unified goal that's positioned by a leader. The point of this post is to tell you that it is evident, there's a lot of reasons why it's evident, but it is absolutely evident that we have poor leadership in the automotive industry because we see a lot of individual egos flying around most repair shops across the country. If we had good leadership in place, individual egos would be stomped out and replaced with team-based egos, which is more positive in nature.